Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about two developments involving the 14th Amendment and Trump when it comes to ballots, whether or not he should be on them, and all of that stuff, because there have been developments in two different states, Colorado and Illinois. So, Colorado is the one that is headed before the Supreme Court, so we will do that one first. Short version on that 25 historians signed on to a brief. And that brief basically says the 14th Amendment absolutely applies to Trump. It is self-executing, meaning that there doesn't need to be more process involved. And it absolutely applies to the presidency because the presidency is any civil office, which is also covered. So that's it. That's headed toward the Supreme Court, and that will, I don't know how much that's going to influence the court there, because they're probably very well aware of everything that's in that brief already. I don't know that that's going to change any minds when it comes to the Supreme Court. But I'm sure it's nice to have on file. Okay, in Illinois, there's a challenge there. And attorneys for both sides went before a hearing officer, which is a retired judge. And the judge held the hearing and they wrote a 27-page recommendation. And it's, Trump should definitely not be on the ballot, engaged in insurrection and all that stuff. But it's not the State Board of Elections that should make that determination. It's the courts. It is worth noting that the hearing officer, the judge, is a Republican. But again, it's one of those situations where there is a differing view. Really, here the judge is saying it's probably not self-executing. Short version is it needs to go before the judge. Odds are the State Board of Elections is going to see it that way as well. They will address this and I think vote on it on Tuesday. But they'll probably just follow the judge's recommendation. The hearing officer's recommendation. And then from there, we'll see how it plays out. It'll probably go straight to the courts. But overall, when you're looking at the challenges and how they're playing out at this level, they tend to be trending towards Trump is disqualified, X, Y, and Z need to happen. That's generally the view once it hits this first level of the court system. We'll have to see what the Supreme Court says. That's going to be the deciding factor. And it will matter into how this all plays out. And I think a big question is whether or not it is self-executing. I think that's going to be the larger question that they're going to face, more so than anything else. But we'll hear from the Supreme Court relatively quickly. I'm going to say probably within the next month it will be heard, and we'll start seeing more movement there. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.